Well, I certainly have a change of scenery today. And actually, this is still the same day as the day 9 video. It's just much later at night. But this is all going to go into day 10, so welcome to day 10. And as you can tell by looking, my surroundings are not anywhere like my usual surroundings. As a matter of fact, it's really very much like a hospital room. And that's what it is.
Well, after a day off of lollygagging around in the hospital, the boob is finally back. There is one new subscriber, warvschaos. Welcome and thank you very much for subscribing. Please excuse me if I mispronounce your name.
Basically, I had a little problem with some chest pains getting started going. Nothing severe, nothing sharp, and like nothing, oh my god, I'm having a heart attack, nothing like that. But enough to warrant some concern. And so I'm in here to get checked out. I am, of course, all wired up with all this stuff on here, the telemetry and all that good stuff. So they're watching every heartbeat, all that good hairy stuff. I will say that Baxter Regional Hospital in Mountain Home, Arkansas, which is where I'm at, it's a pretty good place. They've got some good doctors here, and they have a nice hospital, and they treat you pretty good. And the diagnosis so far is that I have not, in fact, had a heart attack, and they're not finding any markers for that. However, I have been having a problem with stress, and obviously I need to get off the stress. So I'll be getting off the stress. It just now occurred to me, I'm talking in a conversational tone in this room, so I don't sound like I'm trying to be heard down the hall. I hope you can hear me decently. I'm not going to know that until I get this out of the camera and into the computer. And of course, as I record this right now, the day 9 video is rendering when I left to go to the hospital, so I have not had a chance to upload it yet. But what I'll do is I'll upload it. Obviously, I will move crazily and knock this little table halfway across the room almost. And then I will go home and I will be uploading the Friday day 9 video as soon as I get home. And then I will start working on the one that you're looking at now. Just as a note, I was just looking at the TV in here. Nothing much else to do late at night in the hospital, so I'm looking at the TV on the science fiction channel, which, by the way, I think SIFY, or Sci-Fi, SYFY, is the dumbest thing you could have named that. I think that, okay, whoever it is that created this thing that they've been advertising tonight called Mega Piranha needs to have the head examined. More specifically, whoever it is that paid for that needs to have the head examined. Mega Piranha, flesh-eating fish that is somehow doubling in size every 36 hours due to some mutation. Oh, please. Can you say stupid? Well, it is Saturday morning, the 10th. And let's see. I have a little light on the subject here because it's not yet quite light enough to see much of anything without the lights on. Not a bad night. don't know if I mentioned it before, so I'm going to mention it now. The pains that I had that sent me here in the first place disappeared pretty much about 10 minutes after they gave me a nitro tablet down in the ER. And so the rest of this trip is just about making sure there's nothing wrong. They have determined I haven't had a heart attack, and they're just doing all the blood checks and all that good stuff. And somebody said something about a stress test, and I'm hoping not. I'd rather not do one of those. I'll do it if I have to, but I'd rather not. Anyway, that's it for this morning, at least, until later. Right now, I'm sitting around here anxiously awaiting whatever it is that passes for a meal in the morning. Another fun part of being in the hospital. Blood tests. Yeehaw. You get the poke holes in you and drain it out of you. Oh, pardon me, you're on YouTube. I figure if I have to do this, I ought to at least get some mileage out of it.
Yeah. Are you on blood thinners?
Just aspirin.
Just an aspirin a day?
Yeah. Every time somebody asks me that, I have to stop and think, what is everything that I take?
As long as you're not taking Coumadin or morphine.
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
Okay, that'll take care of it.
That should.
That is a food tray. Breakfast is about to commence. Okay, now let's have a look at this. Let's see what it is. Okay, that's coffee, and it thinks it's a little bit of egg and half of an English muffin. Oh boy. And a bowl of cereal, orange juice, and fat-free skim milk, which that's not milk, that's colored water. Well, hallelujah. It is, what is it? It's 11:15 Saturday morning. I think you can see that. And they have decided that I get to go home today. I get to come back on Monday and take a stress test, which, that's always a lot of fun, but that's Monday. I get to go home today. This is good. Well, I've definitely gotten the word. I'm going home. My ride's on the way here. Actually should be here soon, so I'm actually going to get this video up on Saturday. It'll be Saturday evening by the time it gets to YouTube, but it's going up.